The new 18-inch chainsaws from Ego, the model CS1800, are starting to roll into dealerships now and becoming more readily available. So we thought we would take a look at what comes with one in the kit and some of the features of this new saw. Inside the CS1804 kit, we have, of course, our manual with all of our paperwork, our 5.0 amp hour battery, charger, and of course the chainsaw here. Now, excuse me, this saw is all together. Bar is on it, the chain is on it, and it is pretty much ready to go except needing bar oil. You can see the chain is already on it there. So right out of the box, you're going to be ready to be productive with this thing. So here again, you see everything that comes in the kit with the CS1800 chainsaw from Ego. So what makes this chainsaw good and worth buying? Well, let's take a look. All of the CS1804 chainsaw kits come with the new generation of Ego Power Plus batteries. They come with a 5.0 amp hour battery with a fuel gauge on it. Now, all of the older style batteries will work in this saw, including the 2.5 amp hour batteries, the old 2.0 amp hour batteries, and the bigger batteries like the 7.5 if you actually want to put one that big in this saw and lug it around the woods all day. They will work in it, so no worries there. Unlike with gas-powered chainsaws, the chain brake on the CS1800 is very easy to tell whether it's engaged or disengaged. When it is engaged, you will see a red line indicating that it is engaged, just like you see here in this picture. When the chain brake lever is pulled back toward you, that red line will go away and your chain will be free to spin. The CS1800 also has an automatic chain tensioning system. This system consists of this diamond-shaped plate you see here that is fastened to the cutting bar and an eccentric found inside the bar and chain cover. When you go to tighten down the bar and chain cover onto the saw, the lobe on the eccentric pushes against the plate on the bar, which pushes the bar forward, putting the tension automatically on the bar. And if you haven't heard already, the CS1800 also has an LED light that shines out pretty brightly over the cutting bar and chain. And lastly, the CS1800 has an actual metal dog spike on it, so you can really jam this thing against the logs and really pry on it and work it through some big stuff. So as you can see, the CS1800 has plenty of good features about it that you don't really see anywhere else and you're not going to get from another type of chainsaw, at least not yet. You know, everybody's always running after the lead guy, and so far, Ego is the lead guy when it comes to battery-powered equipment. Now, there are two big things that stick out to most chainsaw enthusiasts when you pick up this Ego CS1800. The first one is the black front handle. It is plastic. It is not rubber, so if you're going to be using this thing for quite a while, you're going to be wanting to wear gloves just to make it more comfortable holding that handle, you know, for several hours at a time while you're out in the woods cutting firewood with this thing. And speaking of holding this saw for long periods of time, the first thing you will notice when you go to pick up this saw is it's got a good bit of weight to it, especially with that 5.0 amp hour battery in there. You can put the 2.5 in there, lighten this thing up a little bit. It's going to be easier to use for longer periods of time, but of course you're not going to get the runtime out of it that you would with the 5.0 amp hour battery. So compared to a regular middle of the line saw like say a Husqvarna 400 series or an Echo, 4510, somewhere like that, this saw with that 5.0 amp hour battery is just slightly heavier than those saws of that size. So are these two items enough to keep somebody from buying this CS1800? No, they shouldn't be. The handle is the handle. That's it. Most people wear gloves anyway when they're operating one of these saws, so not a big deal. We just wanted to put that out there since it is black and it looks like rubber. It's not. It's actually plastic. As far as the weight, like we said, if you throw a 2.5 amp hour battery in here, it's going to lighten that thing up a bit. And it's going to make it more manageable and easier to use for long periods of time. So the reason why we're saying that is if you've already got one of the Ego battery-powered string trimmers, or say you have the LB5300 leaf blower or a hedge trimmer, if you've got other tools with a 2.5 amp hour battery, especially if you have multiple tools with that 2.5 amp hour battery, your two choices are you buy this saw as a bare tool, save yourself some money there, or you buy it in a kit and you can use that 5.0 amp hour battery in one of your other tools, like your blower, to get more runtime out of it, where it's not going to make that blower overly heavy to use. Or in your string trimmer, if you want to do more string trimming, and just keep using your 2.5 amp hour batteries in here and just keep switching them out. So you get the same amount of runtime, but you get to take that break in between to switch your batteries out. Simple as that. So this wraps up our features and benefits video for the Ego CS1800 chainsaw. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so that way you get the updates when we put out new videos, because you're not going to want to miss the one where we finally take this baby out into the woods and try it out and see how it does in real action.